Hello everyone and welcome back to the Edain mod. Today we're going to be playing on Mitchell Delving, and let's just get right into it because there's not much to say about this map. And we're playing as Gondor. Ooh. That's actually fine because I don't use outposts as Gondor, so less outposts mean less worrying. I do, however, want to take those settlements early because depending on the simplicity for reaching those settlements will determine whether we go Beregond Strat or Denethor Strat. The fact there's a warg layer out here. I'm remembering this map now. Yeah, the outpost is right there, north east of the centre. Probably going to want 2 more blacksmiths in the base. A unit of pipes to deal with the wargs. And I'm going to want a range of 10 here just for a little bit of extra vision. And I think this area here is clear of any... No, more wargs. Okay. Okay, we're probably going to go Denethor Strat because there's not a lot of settlements to work with. And on a fortress start, it's better to go Denethor because you can just turtle down with Denethor and he can kill off enemy siege from a pretty respectable distance. Plus I went Beregond Strat last time in the stream, so we'll show off the Denethor Strat again. Since Beregond Strat is mostly just cheese. Just keep those guys there for now. Oh, the warg didn't actually charge at me. They just sat there. Looking at me like some startled sheep. Oh, look, it's the hobbits. Make sure we're on aggressive stance so we can more efficiently destroy the building. And yeah, I think another range of 10 is in order. It's in a good position though to build a signal fire. Oh, decisions. Never good at making decisions. Let's get Beregond first before we decide on what we're going to do there. Even though I'm going Denethor Strat, going Beregond early is still the play. Let's go for the centre. We're against Rohan. Okay. That complicates things. But in a good way, because this map, the position of the gate, makes it really easy to get early pikemen and cheap pikemen. So let's have Beregond kill those peasants. Gain some experience in the process. Summon those guards of the third company. Yeah, make sure he personally is getting the kill because that gives him a little bit more experience. Might not kill them all, but he'll at least get to level 2. And then we can start spamming out the men. Get 1 more blacksmith since we've only got 1 settlement out here. And we have the money. So we might as well use it. There we go. Area is cleared. And then I'm going to close the gates behind our men. So that no one can come in and no one can get out. And then we're going to move over to that warg lair. Make sure the pikemen are up front. And Beregond, since he can tank a few good hits from some wargs. And then I want the marketplace specifically here. Not here because there's potential that they'll use their onagers at this position and strike down at me here. That's not what I want. I want to be able to hold no matter what. So let the wargs come in. Yeah, wargs are big experience with Beregond. So make sure we can kill them quickly. Aggro stance again, and kill them. Since we're about to get another settlement, we can build up some more blacksmiths. There's some Rohirrim, that was expected. It's only at 1 pip though, so we can't do anything with that. Well, I said we were going to go Denethor Strat, now we've gone Beregond Strat. I can never make up my mind. And there's another ranger tent because they can defend themselves against half-dead units, which might be what they're up against. Meanwhile, make sure everyone else is on that stance. Beregond's not level 3 yet, so no, I should get settlement tools. I need to invest in economy. That's the reason I'm going Beregond. Because we can get away with a lot more than you might expect on first inspection of this build. Come on, Beregond. One more little bit of light. Yes! Yes, okay. The cheese can begin. What I just did was use whole ground. So anything in the area regens entities. But as a secret tech, it actually works on the errand riders of the signal fire. I imagine in PvP this is very triggering. But against AI, I have no problems deciding to say, screw it, I'm going to cheese the game. I have every right to enjoy the game as I see fit. And I hope everyone that is watching and plays this mod as well against AI does something similar to this. It is fun. Everyone's going to get some swordsmen. Because the second half of this strategy is, because all your units are free, you can get all your heroes faster. So the next hero we're going to get is Denethor. But I might just invest in my economy a second time. Get another blacksmith, so we've got all 6. And yeah, let's go for settlers tools. So our buildings are going to be all level 3 in the base. And I'm going to get an archery range. More peasants. They've not destroyed this Wagler yet, which does not surprise me. All they've done is make basic peasants and cavalry. That's not the recipe to defeat a Wagler. Pikes are all the rage. Okay, those peasants are not a problem. If they do whatever they want, that's fine by me. There's nothing they can do that can harm me. I do, however, need to be ready for when they decide to go hero spam. So I need my own heroes to counter them. Aragorn will be a good pick, but they do have Eowyn in their hero stack, and she is more than capable of cutting through anything, like a knife through hot butter. So instead of focusing this Wagler to start with, before they bring up their hero stack, see? Hero stack, 4 heroes. Eomer, which can cut through my entire army. Eowyn, who can cut through Beregond. Harmer, which heals all the troops nearby. And Theodred, because he exists too. And unfortunately, destroyed the Wagler before I could really do anything interesting, but that's fine. I don't want them to have an army with them. I just got my arrow tower. So I'm going to fall back to the base. And I'm going to do things my way. My way or the highway. Let's get Denethor. And let's try and lure some of their heroes over. That's... Split up so that Eomer's spear throw doesn't do anything. Come on, you cowards. Come up here. Oh, they're a bunch of cowards. They're not going to attack me unless it's on their terms. Which means I probably should have kept the lone tower. Open the gates. Get some more pikes. Because that's the only units I'm really afraid of are the cavalry. Get rid of Eowyn next, because her spear throw is dangerous, almost as much as Eomer's. Oh, so she's the flimsiest of all of them. Yep, the second I opened the gate, they tried to push through a bunch of cav. Not unexpected. Oh yeah, Harmer should die first, because he is healing them. Just by existing, he is being a threat. Oh, speaking of Aragorn, we've got 3k in the bank. Let's get Aragorn. Because we're in a great position right now. Summon some guards of the third company. Still got a bunch of pips on there, so I'm going to instead throw this down on here so our units are healing. Denethor, why aren't you just saving the base? I know I press Q and I move you around, but that's no excuse for letting the base get destroyed. Settlers tools could be good, but I'm just going full hero spam right now. Our army is free, so we might as well exploit our strengths. Let's actually get a pantry first. You could actually go for all townhouses instead of blacksmiths and actually do an even more cost-efficient build, because that way you would have discounts on your expanded storerooms by a pretty hefty margin. But obviously I went Aragorn because I went blacksmiths because I normally do go upgrades at the late stages of the game. Close the gates while no other heroes are coming out. And look at that, our economy is already back to nearly 2,000. And we're now at 4 command points until further notice, which will not be long, I fear. I was saying that their peasants, when they're buffed by the flour mill, are only about on par with our Pelagia men at arms. Plus they're undrafted. Once they're drafted, that's when they're the problem. Okay, get some more. Oh, I just used that without getting any return. No, I did. Never mind. Yeah, they're just not dying. Let's fall back. And they've got siege now. Okay, Boromir, I need you. I need someone to protect Denethor. Preferably not just basic swordsman. I need pikemen. That's the one. Give me some pikes. Throw down this. Aragorn has healed Beregond and Denethor a bit. Let's now also get Faramir. Open the gate so we can let Boromir out. Actually, no, build a postern gate here. So we can get our heroes in and out at will. And let's fall back, because we're not just running ourselves in to die. Although we're making our heroes stronger, our army we kind of want to keep alive. Okay, postern gate has been built. Faramir is on the way. And we might even save it for Gandalf and just go Gandalf the White, since our powers might line up in time for that. And again, I totally understand if some people don't like this particular way of play. But I find it quite enjoyable. And it's best to enjoy things while you can before it gets modded out. Because it will. It will get patched out, I'm sure. Unless I don't know what's causing it, in which case I don't know how to patch it out. Which is even more fun to think about. Faramir is here. Let's put him on his sword since we're not using any archers. No point in giving him... making him an archer when he's not got archers to buff or whatever. Aragorn's now got his knife throw. I'm just going to put that on auto acquire. So whenever there's an enemy in range, he will just throw it at them. Forget about those peasants. They're not a problem. I've got rebuild and rebuild. So we've got nothing to worry about from a couple of peasants. Okay, so destroy this farm before they can get any more value out of it. Get more men. Break the farm. And it feels good to give the AI a taste of their own medicine sometimes. If I can say, it is quite fun. And I'm going to take that outpost. So I'll be damned if I let the AI take it. Let's throw that down to get rid of that unit. Ah, they took their settlement. Oh, let's get Gandalf. You know what? Yeah, get Gandalf. Oh, some people would think me a fool for doing such a thing, but no, it's all in the name of fun. I mean, honestly, how often do you see Gandalf get made in the first like 15 minutes of a game? Never. And if you do, that person is a crazy person, respectable but crazy. Yeah, this is the kind of nonsense you can get away with when you go Beregond cheese. The Beregond Strat. Just all fiefdom units. I don't think we've got a single Anorian, Gondorian around. Just all men of the fiefdoms. And we've already got another 1,000 in the bank. These blacksmiths are producing a lot of iron. They're doing a good job. Get another pantry, since our command points have just hit the point where I can't actually get Gandalf. Look at that, he's so close to actually being recruited, but I can't recruit him because I've not got the command points. Oh, what a shame. Beregond Strat for the win! And believe it or not, I didn't know about this. I didn't actually know about this until someone told me about it. Get Gandalf the White. Since we're about to get Gandalf the White. Oh no, I can't because I can't get the... Oh no. I've got to disband Gandalf. Got to not recruit him. Got to wait for the pantry to be made. Oh, if I made the base outpost, I could have done it though. Oh, that's a shame. While we're waiting, let's just get the settlement tools. Since we are getting a good few settlements now. Throw your heel on this building, Beregond. Might get Imrahil before we think about getting Gandalf. But yeah. Once you've got all of this set up... Oh no, we have got some Gondorians. Once you get all this set up, the AI just the enemy you're going up against has to go full elite if they want to stand a chance against the fiefdom spam. Or, even easier, just destroy the building that's producing everything. That's their only real alternative, is to destroy the thing that's causing everything to be so easy. Yeah, they are doing decent damage to me when I'm not paying attention. Faramir, go try hard. Denethor, tell him to shut up. Let the army go angry. Increase economy. Horn of Gondor. Yeah, we took a decent amount of damage in that fight. That was not easy. Although we do still just get all our units really cheaply. And if I wanted to, I could have gone for assistance in times of need, which would, for every time I'm using this ability on the signal fire, it gives me an extra unit. But I never really gave quite a while ago. I never gave fiefdom units a second look. I never thought they were units that were really worth looking at. But actually, fiefdom units are even stronger than your basic infantry. If you consider their abilities and the damage they can do, they are what you should be getting. What you should be spamming from the beginning of the game. Unless you get Denethor, in which case it should just be Gondor's soldiers because you can get them for 100 each, and they're still really good. But that's only if you're in like a fringe situation. You're stuck in the base. You don't know what else to do, so you do that. We've got 4,000 back in the bank, and we've already recruited Gandalf. Let's get Imrahil, and then because we're kind of finishing off all the heroes, let's get Pippin as well. That way we can say we have all our heroes, other than the summons, but they don't count. Do not pause. Yeah, I'm playing very suboptimally, and it's working. That's how much fun you can just have with Gondor. Again, this is just one of many strategies. You don't have to do this. But particularly against Rohan, all you need are the Ringlovel Swordsman and the Pelagia Pikemen. That's all you need. Because they don't go elite troops, they don't get upgrades. And if they do, they still don't stop all the damage you can deal. And you just go full hero. And there's really nothing a Rohan AI can do about it. If you can survive the Rohan early game, then you can just survive anything. Oh, but one thing I should mention about this, that some people don't always notice, when there's no Errand Rider in here, the ability won't work. So you have to have at least one pip in here and not spend them all, because otherwise you won't keep making more pips every second. So it's not just like you do it, you instant win. You've got to be a bit strategic about it. You can't just spam and expect to win instantly. Oh yeah, Imrahil's really good with the fiefdoms as well, because all soldiers of the fiefdom get extra damage and armor, or just damage or armor, with his level 1 ability. So that's dangerous for any AI. Amroth and Gondor. Now the best way to finish this would be if I could found the ring and gave it to Boromir, because then all my army would be fully upgraded. But to be fair, that is actually what happened in in one of the recent live streams. We got a full army of fiefdoms thanks to the Beregond cheese, and then the ring just popped up out of nowhere, and I got Boromir, and then we just won the game with an army of fully upgraded fiefdom troops. Oh, that was a fun day. If you haven't watched that stream, I recommend you just turn your head and look for it. It was definitely one of the more fun games, one of the more fun live streams I've done. Had a lot of back and forth of constantly winning or constantly losing, mostly losing, because it was rough. A lot of the larger point of those games was it took a long time to actually build up. And while I was building up, I was getting harassed to no end by the aggressive AI. Get fire arrows for our rangers. We must save the building. Look at those Rohirrim thinking they can do stuff. You shall not do anything. You shall not enter Gondor. Oh, those pitch throwers though, and a clump. That's damage. That's big AoE uncut damage. That hurts. And also, if you use tax abatement on a ranger farm, if it lets you use tax abatement on a ranger farm, it helps you instant recruit rangers. Really stupidly strong. And funny. Always funny. I never get to use Gandalf, so using Gandalf feels good. You need people of intelligence for this sort of mission. Quest. Fang. Let's actually fall back a second. I actually want to heal up, because they are making onagers on the base. And if I'm not mistaken, like in the AI of Battlefield Middle-earth 1, after a time, after they've made the siege equipment on the walls, it'll just kill itself off. I have no idea why it does it. Makes no sense why it does it, but it's funny, so I let it happen. Also, I want to upgrade my army a bit. The AI's not lived long enough. They should suffer a little bit longer. Okay, Denethor is level 10, so now he's making more powerful things with every summon. But they're coming up with numbers. Yeah, let's not bother with stuff like that. It's fun to see all the hobbits just doing their hobbity thing. Whatever hobbits do. Oh, you know what? What was one good way to finish the game? Rohan killing Rohan. There was a gambling here. I still see him. Not anymore. Let's just heal our troops nearby one of our heroes, since Beregond's now level 10. Yeah, honestly, Beregond is probably one of the most overpowered heroes, because he doesn't... Well, I say overpowered. He's not overpowered. he's actually quite flimsy on his own. But when he's buffing the army, there is no one better than Beregond. His whole role is building and hero support. Well, firstly building support, then at level 10 he gets hero support. Okay, let's get rid of that fortress so they don't use a power on me at the last second. Aggressive stance, people. You have your marching orders. Destroy everything. Look at that, another 4k in the bank. Get every upgrade I can. No, they don't. I know what resources I have. Aragorn become King Elisar. Well, heir to Gondor first, then Elisar, but you're not quite there yet. Oh, here's a little nice Edain fact. If you give Boromir the ring, and Aragorn is level 10, but is not as King Elisar, you cannot make him King Elisar. He will remain as the heir to... He can go up to the heir to Gondor, but he will not be able to become King Elisar. I think that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen, is... Because technically Boromir, with the ring, becomes like King of Gondor. Even though he's not of royal heritage and all that. He's technically he technically would have been the next steward if he lived. Maybe. I don't know how the succession works in Middle Earth. But that is victory! And hope you've all enjoyed this very cheesy game. Those Gondor pikemen in there, that was the one Gondor pikeman unit I made at the beginning of the game to kill off a warg lair. They survived the entire game. 26 minutes they lived. Well, close to 26 minutes. But anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed. Look at our resources. That is so funny. And I'll see you all next time. Farewell, everyone. See ya.